Hello! Imagine being born into a poverty-stricken family only to claim that in your past life you were a wealthy businessman, a claim that would send shockwaves through your small, close-knit community and thrust your name into the national spotlight. That's the curious case of Toran Singh, affectionately known as Titu. In the mid-1980s, Titu became the talk of the town and soon enough, the entire country. Despite being born into a family struggling to make ends meet, Titu never lacked the warmth of love and attention from his parents. They showered him with affection, their joy and pride. But as Titu began to grow, their world started to crumble. Their beloved son, their little Titu, started making claims that left them baffled and confused. He started asserting that he was, in reality, a wealthy businessman in his previous life. He spoke of a grand house that was his, a loving family that awaited him. His claims were detailed, vivid, and painted a picture of a life far removed from his current reality. This wasn't a child's fantasy or a fleeting dream. The conviction in Titu's voice, the consistency in his stories, it was something else, something hauntingly mysterious. For a child born into a humble family in a small village in Uttar Pradesh, these claims were not just out of place, they were outlandish, unbelievable. Yet Titu held firm, unwavering in his assertions. He was a wealthy businessman, he insisted, and this life, this poverty, was not his. His claims, his stories, they were not just whispers in a small village anymore. They were about to echo across the nation, raising questions, stirring curiosity, and challenging beliefs. From a simple family in Uttar Pradesh, Titu and his claims were about to thrust them into the national spotlight. Little did they know they were on the brink of a journey that would unravel shocking revelations, mysteries, and a landmark verdict that would leave an entire nation in disbelief. It wasn't just the audacity of his claim, but the startling accuracy of his detailed descriptions that caught everyone off guard. As Titu began to speak, he didn't just share vague memories or dreams. Instead, he began to describe his past life in astonishing detail. He spoke about a mansion that was his home, the opulence that surrounded him, and a family that was his own. He even described the layout of his house, the color of the walls, the intricate designs on the furniture, and the beautiful flowers that adorned his garden. The little boy started talking about his business, a successful venture that dealt with textiles. He named his employees, his business partners, and even his clients. Titu was not merely spinning tales, he was narrating his life with a precision and clarity that was hard to dismiss. His family, the villagers, and eventually the local community were taken aback. They were poor people, living simple lives who had never seen or experienced the opulence that Titu described. Yet, the boy's words painted a vivid picture in their minds, a picture that was too detailed to be a mere figment of a child's imagination. The reactions were mixed. Some were skeptical, dismissing his claims as the fantasies of a little boy. Others were intrigued, curious about the grandeur that Titu spoke about. But there were also those who were terrified, worried about the implications of a child remembering a past life. But as Titu continued to share, the skepticism slowly started to fade. The boy knew too much, he was too specific. His descriptions were too accurate to be a mere coincidence. His words were not just stories, they were memories of a life he claimed to have lived. The more Titu spoke, the more people began to believe. His story was about to take a turn that nobody could have predicted. The boy from a humble background living in a small village in Uttar Pradesh was about to become the center of a tale that was as intriguing as it was unbelievable. Titu's story was just beginning, and the revelations were about to get even more shocking. The unbelievable story reached the ears of the authorities, sparking a unique investigation like no other. Authorities were skeptical, as you might expect. The claims of a child born into a humble family declaring he was the reincarnation of a wealthy businessman were, to put it mildly, extraordinary. Yet the details Titu provided were so precise, so vivid that they couldn't be ignored. This wasn't a case of a child with an overactive imagination, it was something far more complex. Local police were the first to react. The officers found themselves in uncharted territory, navigating through a labyrinth of reincarnation claims and past life memories. It was a baffling situation, pushing the boundaries of their investigative skills to the limit. How does one verify the claims of a life lived before? Was it even possible? The story, although fascinating, presented a myriad of challenges. The primary hurdle was the sheer uniqueness of the case. There were no precedents, no guidelines to follow. The police officers had to rely on their intuition and investigative expertise to maneuver through the case. Moreover, the claims were not just about an ordinary life. Titu claimed to be the reincarnation of a wealthy businessman. This added another layer of complexity to the investigation. The police had to verify the existence of this businessman, his family, his house, every minute detail Titu had provided. The courtroom was packed, the nation watched, as a verdict was about to be passed on a case that defied logic and challenged beliefs. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation as people from all walks of life had gathered to witness the outcome of this unique case. The case of Titu Singh, a poor boy from a small village in Uttar Pradesh, who claimed he was a reincarnation of a wealthy businessman. A claim so extraordinary it had captured the attention of the nation. The court proceedings had been a roller coaster ride of emotions, filled with shocking revelations and mysterious testimonies. The defense argued for the authenticity of Titu's memories, presenting evidence that seemed to corroborate his claims. They highlighted instances where Titu recognized people and places from his alleged past life, details that he could not have known otherwise. On the other hand, the prosecution argued for the logic and science, questioning the credibility of the evidence. They pointed out the lack of tangible proof and the possibility of these memories being implanted or influenced. The courtroom teetered on the edge of their seats as the arguments from both sides were compelling. The tension was palpable as the judge prepared to deliver the verdict. The room fell silent, the air thick with anticipation. The judge began to speak, his voice echoing in the quiet courtroom. He acknowledged the complexity of the case, the difficulty in reconciling the beliefs of reincarnation with the principles of law. He appreciated the defense's efforts to substantiate Titu's claims, but also emphasized the need for concrete evidence in the court of law. The judge then delivered the verdict. The gavel fell, and with it a wave of disbelief swept through the courtroom. The judge ruled in favor of the poor boy, Titu Singh. He declared that the court recognizes Titu's claim of reincarnation based on the circumstantial evidence presented, a verdict that was as extraordinary as the case itself. The judge's gavel fell, sealing a verdict that left the courtroom and the nation in disbelief. The dust settled, but the story of Titu Singh, the boy who claimed to be reborn, remained etched in the minds of millions. The aftermath of the verdict was like the calm after a storm. Titu's family, once lost in the whirlwind of media frenzy and public scrutiny, found themselves in a quietude that was both welcome and unsettling. The boy they loved and the man he claimed to have been had become a national sensation. Yet they were still the same humble family from a small village in Uttar Pradesh, trying to grasp the enormity of what transpired. The local community, too, was left in a state of bewilderment. Many found the verdict hard to digest, questioning its validity and the very premise of reincarnation. Others, however, chose to believe, seeing in Titu's story a reaffirmation of their faith in life beyond the mortal realm. As for the nation, the case of Titu Singh opened a Pandora's box of debates and discussions. Scholars, intellectuals, and the common man alike, everyone had an opinion. Some saw it as an exploration into the metaphysical, a testament to the mysteries of life that science is yet to unravel. Others dismissed it as a mere hoax, a well-orchestrated drama that played on the gullibility of the masses. Reflecting on the case, it is hard to ignore its profound implications. It challenged our understanding of life and death, raising questions that are as old as humanity itself. It blurred the lines between the possible and the impossible, pushing us to question our own beliefs. Whether Titu Singh was indeed a reborn soul or not, we may never know. His story, however, serves as a reminder that there are things in life that defy explanation. It teaches us to embrace the unknown, to question, to wonder, and to keep an open mind. In the end, the case of Titu Singh served as a reminder of the mysteries of life, the unexplainable, and the power of belief. Before we wrap up this extraordinary tale, we want to encourage you, our viewers, to keep questioning. It's stories like Titu Singh's that remind us of the vast world of mysteries that await us. Stories that shake up our beliefs and push us to explore beyond our comfort zones. As we navigate through life, it's essential to remember that there are still many things that we don't understand. And that's okay. It's these unknowns that make life intriguing, that make us human. So keep asking questions, keep being curious, keep exploring, and stay open to the wonders of life. If you enjoyed this video and want to delve deeper into the mysteries of the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We promise to bring you more intriguing stories that will make you question, wonder, and perhaps even believe. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of life. Oh, let's go, explorers. Keep that curiosity burning as we journey together through the incredible unknown. Remember, every question you ask, every mystery you unravel, brings us one step closer to understanding the vast universe we inhabit. We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. And if you did, show us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll never miss another mystery. Stay tuned for more intriguing stories that will make you question, wonder, and perhaps even believe. Until our next adventure, stay curious, stay questioning, and most importantly, stay awesome. Let's go!